Campus Partners is a nonprofit redevelopment corporation that with the purpose really of recreating a great urban neighborhood, mixed use, mixed income neighborhood. Well, in the 90s, the University District had really sort of fallen on hard times, particularly the South Campus District.
A lot of it had to do with a very high concentration of very low-end Section 8 housing that was really at the end of its useful life.
There was an event, a tragic event, and the Campus Partners was essentially born of that event. It was the unfortunate death of a student, Stephanie Hummer, that got President Gordon Gee and the mayor of the city of Columbus, Greg LaShucka, really motivated to try and do something in this neighborhood.
Campus Partners formation, the creation of that entity, was a product of that effort. So this became the entity that brought the parties together to first lead the planning and then secondarily to identify key projects and initiatives that would help advance and implement that plan over time.
When Campus Partners was first formed, they began looking at what was most important to tackle. They worked with the community, put together some plans, and it was pretty obvious right from the start that the gateway and the area surrounding the gateway was really the most in need. It was the most distressed, the most run down of all the commercial areas along High Street. Most students were really happy that the university was taking this seriously and that we were taking steps together to really work through the problems facing the community. Construction on Gateway started in 2003, and by the autumn of 2005, all the retail was beginning to open and the area was really coming to life. The atmosphere in the alley has really evolved since the Gateway first opened. Initially, it was definitely an oasis along High Street, but today it's really an epicenter for entertainment. You can walk by and see lots of activities, from patios brimming with diners of all ages to live music on our stage right out by High Street. It's also home to the Gateway Film Center, which is a nationally recognized independent film theater. I think Gateway is certainly an asset for the students, but it's really an asset for the entire neighborhood. We have events here that are really, there's something for everyone.
One of the first impressions actually you have at the university for potential students and parents is of 11th Avenue and Weinland Park. Weinland Park is important. It's immediately adjacent to the university on the south side.
Through the 1980s and the 1990s, Weinland Park suffered and really provided an environment that was not conducive to children and families. People were not choosing to live in Weinland Park. The crime and public safety issues in Weinland Park is what really drove Ohio State through Campus Partners to take an interest in the neighborhood and really want to be an active agent in the neighborhood for positive change. We bought some of the worst properties in the community and invested them and turned them around to home ownership opportunities for both our existing neighbors and new neighbors coming into the community.
I think what you see out there now is a really successful mixed-use neighborhood. So there's a school that is doing well. You start to see businesses repopulating North 4th Street.
People are clearly identifying Weinland Park as a strong, great community with a diverse population and a place that they can really call home.
When people come to visit, they think of High Street and its interface with the university, specifically here at this intersection, 15th and High.
15th and High forever has been the main gateway into campus. It historically has been the one place where you could truly identify a town-gown relationship. The idea became, in 2013, a lot of conversation about reconnecting the university to the neighborhood.
High Street is the primary commercial corridor for the entire city of Columbus, and it also is the primary corridor through the University District. It's what separates the university from the neighborhood, and we want to change that. We want to change it from being the separator to the connector, with a public square on both sides that can really interact with one another.
It's past time to reestablish this vision.
And that really resonated with all of the leadership and decision makers at the university.
Framework 2.0 outlines how we might structure our campus to more fully capture our potential in the coming years.
And later on, as we began to carry this idea out to the neighborhood, I think it really resonated there as well.
We are working on infrastructure projects, storm sewers, water lines, undergrounding utilities.
It's becoming very real every day. It's difficult today for people to understand what kind of an impact this will have on the entrance to the university. 15th and High will take its place among the sort of great urban redevelopment pieces in the city and will make a contribution for generations to come.
It's hard to imagine where the university district would be had the university not made the commitment through an organization like Campus Partners.
It was a very bold thing for the university to engage in. It really took leadership.
When you look back now and you see the quality of the buildings and you remember what you lived through, it was, there's a big difference.
The story's only half written. There'll be a day, maybe another decade or even a decade after that, where you really be able to assess the impact of Campus Partners.